Hi everyone, welcome to week 5 and the color green. First up, I have to explain that the intro is quite different. I've been having system problems, so I apologize for that. Anyway, let's start off with this. It has been so hot this past week that I haven't been able to work upstairs where I usually do. So one night I took some watercolor paints and an extra journal and started painting, and I came up with this watercolor bunch of circles to represent all the greens that I had, and I thought, okay, this is good. Let's translate it to the color book. Surprise! Doesn't look the same, does it? That's what happens when you work on different papers, number one. Number two, I do like the brightness, how the colors really pop here, so that's a plus. And I like the fact that you can see all the brush strokes also. Not too crazy about the left side of the page, but that's okay too. It was fun. And there's my swatch page. And up next is my collage. And this is really interesting. Obviously, I had pulled the papers ahead of time, and you see vintage wallpapers, my painted papers, and whatever else is in there. I think a scrapbook paper rather, and an image of a girl playing the xylophone from a children's book. Anyway, I had all the papers and I just started working. I just laid them down, and I didn't realize I had made 2 separate collages. Isn't that funny? Because that was not my intent. I just didn't connect the 2 pages. But I like it. Again, a lot of green in there, and it was fun to scribble around. I guess because I framed each one, and that was last. That was, again, totally spontaneous. That got a twofer here. So hope you like it. Let's go on to the next layout. Okay, so I brought out the paints for this one, and I'm starting with a Stabilo all and making lots of random circle marks, and now activating the pencil with water. But I forgot, I meant to lay down some collage fodder. So I'm doing this after the fact, which is no big deal, really. What I'm going to do is just have you watch the process, and trying to think if there's anything I can bring up right now. But why don't I let you watch the rest, and then I'll pop in at the end. So first off, I have to apologize for another glitch, because as I was filming, halfway through, I realized that I wasn't connected. Anyway, I did take a break. I walked away, I got more coffee, I went through my collage fodder, I just let myself relax, and this is what I came up with. Now I'm showing you the book by Sabrina Ward Harrison, and that's where I got the word build, which I've been wanting to use for quite some time. The image on the left is from an old anthropology catalog, and I wanted to use those butterfly wings, so I did. And now that I look at it, I see it with fresh eyes, I can appreciate what's there. So rather than look at it with dread, I've decided to look for the elements, the things that I like about it. And there's a lot in there. And I love that I was able to catch all that green and in my typical crazy way, produce a background that is totally me. I mean, you never know until you try, and this is a good example of that. So I hope you enjoyed this week's share, and hopefully I will have taken care of all the technical difficulties that I've been dealing with. It's not at a good time, and I'll see you next week. Take care.